You pull on your old battered boots and grab your walking stick and begin to head through your home. Your beautiful wife is busy baking in the kitchen. You plant a tender kiss on her cheek as you head towards the back door. You step outside into the warm autumn air. But oh God, your paddock, it's empty. Oh no, you cry out. The damn ram, he's broken my bloody fence again, and my flocks escaped. Your wife looks at you aghast. You call to your loyal hound, and you take off into the field. Will you find your missing flock? Or are you on a mystery quest? Welcome back, everybody, to Mystery Quest, where today we are continuing our adventures in Dragonbane, and the scenario, the village of the day before. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so, the four of you brave adventurers who are currently having a bit of a cash flow problem are heavily in debt to a sort of crime lord called Borgus the Swineherd, and in your desperate attempts to get some money, you followed these rumors to this mysterious village that is apparently full of artifacts and treasure. Upon making it here, you have entered, met some of the locals, and while trying to get yourself a drink, the entire place has been incinerated and you all died.
Wow.
But luckily, you have all just immediately reappeared back at the spot from when you'd passed through this magical barrier that was sort of on the outskirts of this village. And so we rejoin the four of you. It's as if no time had passed at all, as if you just passed through that barrier, and you have full memory of the horrific flaming death that you all just suffered. Now, I want each of you to... You have to mark off one status effect of your choice. Ooh. And you can choose. And so all of the characters have a bunch of skills. If you ever were to push a dice roll, you'd have to mark off a status effect. In this situation, think of something that is relevant. And this means now, if you ever use a skill attached to that attribute, you are rolling this with a Bane. So
my character's become exhausted. So if he has to do any kind of strength-based activity, it's bad.
Ooh, yeah.
I become dazed.
Okay.
Yeah, quite the clonk on the head.
Well, and you do just feel worse from this experience of coming back. The other two of you?
I've gone for angry, because I was quite ready to sit down. I just found out it comes in pints, and now I'm about to crisp.
I'll be disheartened.
Oh. Just, yeah. That wasn't a fair fight.
That was shit.
You saw your beautiful clothes getting burnt off your body.
My beautiful clothes.
But you know, pat yourself down and you're no longer on fire. Everything is fine. But that was still a really bad experience. And you are stood looking up at this village. It's maybe a dozen buildings dominated by this big black tower. The autumn leaves around you in the trees. You can see some buildings dotted around, trees near this village, and an odd couple of sheep dotted around. They're sort of like wandering. What do you like to do?
I knew I saw sheep. Why don't we go get the sheep? Maybe that's the key to breaking this thing. We can just get the sheep.
No simple sheep herder has done this to us. No, this is the foul works of Cato the Curious. The reckless fool has cursed a recurring time loop upon this village, surely in his vain, foolish attempt to achieve immortality. And we are clasped within its bounds, cursed to repeat this day forever.
What is the point of carrying on then? If we are doomed to repeat over and over, we might as well just kill ourselves. There's no point. I'd rather die than lose these beautiful clothes again.
You may test that assumption at your leisure. I, however, choose to take action. Join me, and let's unhand this Cato the Curious. Let's sate his curiosity once and for all.
Look, I'll join you, but as long as you're rounding up sheep and we're finding those 3 ducks and all, just to make sure.
3 ducks.
3 ducks.
Did any of this actually happen? How hard did I hit my head?
I feel like we've really skipped over the fact we all just died and respawned again.
It's not my first time, but don't worry, you'll get used to it.
So what do you guys want to do?
Perhaps we need more information before we storm the tower.
So you're saying that we're stuck in some sort of a loop? And
Something of a sky frog day. Do you remember the legendary myth of the sky frog?
no, tell me more.
It was a real asshole. And then he learned how to do ice sculpting or something. I didn't finish watching it, actually. But then it kissed Andy McDowell and turned into a prince.
Right, yeah. It's a famous play. You guys might have seen this. It toured around the capital city.
Oh, Sky Frog Day. I remember it.
Yeah. Bilbo Murky.
Bilbo Murky.
The famous actor did a great job in it.
Well, then, I mean, we didn't do. It wasn't the best day I've had in my life.
No.
Can we make it better, perhaps?
Do you think we have to kiss this Cato to break the spell?
Well, potentially.
Okay.
It depends what he's curious about, I suppose.
I'm quite curious myself.
Right.
But I, for one, feel diminished since my return.
Does that mean tired? Are you tired?
Yes, I'm a bit sleepy. That's what that means. Should I use simpler words?
Yes, please. You're very extravagant. I just had a thought. Those 2 in the bar, the ones that laughed at us. They say they was
I laugh at them.
I thought you were tired. So they said something about what they say when the how much time they have left, the drink that's coming.
They knew their immolation was nigh.
They knew that they were on a time loop. Do we run in and talk to them and run out before we get burnt? Or do we avoid the inn altogether?
We don't have much time.
No.
We met the child. We talked with that idiot sheep farmer, and then
yes.
we went in. We've probably already spent more time than that now.
Actually, yes, good point.
Well, I mean, we could just sit here and see what happens.
But then I will be yet more diminished on our return.
Well, then, action away to the tavern, I guess.
Why don't we run there very quickly, run in and say, we know it's the sky frog. And see what happens.
They might think we're a bit mad.
Maybe we can find them before they enter the tavern.
Okay, let's run.
Shall we scour the village
Yes.
for any mysterious travelers?
Yes.
And sheep.
And sheep.
You find the sheep. Yes. Baston, you're quite the tracker, I'm led to believe.
Ah, thank you.
Why don't you use your hunting skills to see if you can find any other mysterious travelers?
Ah.
Or mysterious sheep.
No, not so sure about that. But yes, maybe. Do you think we can find this orc and this laughing wizard before they get into the inn?
Perhaps before they find the inn, or perhaps they are not the only ones trapped here.
Oh, yes, good point. Let me just check something. I think I have to have scent of my prey. So
Sniff them today.
I've got to have a little scratch and sniff today. And then tomorrow I can track. I mean, I could track the people from the inn, but they're probably in the inn right now. Less important. We keep this one bank day.
Save that one.
Let's save that one.
Right then, action away.
Yeah.
I begin to waddle up the hill towards the as fast as I can waddle back towards the tavern.
You head up towards this town square. The mosaic floor, this big kind of dragon mosaic, and you can see this sort of dilapidated inn there. On one side of the square is this colossally huge sort of basalt tower. And as you are sort of heading into the square, this little kid kind of looks over and says, "Kaloo Kalay! Oh, wondrous visitors! You've come to our little town! Oh, brave Sir Knight!" And
Now's not the time, child. We're on an important quest.
he comes up to you and gives you a hug.
Can Chrisana intercept the hug and I want to pickpocket the child?
You can...
In each other's pockets simultaneously.
Okay.
Who has more money on them?
Give me a sleight of hand roll and also an awareness roll.
Pass on sleight of hand. I got 13 under 14. And awareness. Ooh. 11 under 12. Ooh, double pass.
This kid has some, like a pouch. Roll me a d10.
9.
You take this pouch off them that has 6 silver in. Also, they are definitely trying to unhook your coin pouch at the same time. And you know they are doing this.
Can I quickly grab mine back as well at the same time? Double pouch.
Yeah. We're going to do an opposed roll. So I'm going to roll against their stat. You're going to roll against yours. This will just be an agility.
Ooh.
Oh.
14 under 18. Pass.
Yeah. You've beaten them. Oh. Goodness me.
A Lukale indeed, young one.
See ya. They kind of like look at the four of you. They look at your weapons. They know they've been rumbled. Quick, get out of here. And the other two kind of kids, they all just sort of like take off running away. But they're not quite as like happy and cheering this time. See ya. These kids run off, and you're then approached by this kind of like old man with a cane. Excuse me there, travelers. You haven't seen my sheep, have you?
No time to talk, sir. We're on an important quest.
Well, I'm on an important quest too. My ram, he's broken my fence, and
Look to the skies, humble farmer, and all will be revealed. And then we just walk off.
he looks up, and you can see that he is looking off into the distance. I don't understand. But he looked like you can see him like peering.
Let's leave him to it.
Yeah.
Well, that saved us a bit of time. Not having to talk to him about his sheep.
Let's go talk to quickly the ogre, the orc, and the wizard very quickly before we all get exploded.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah, waddle into the tavern.
You head into the tavern, and again, a little bit smoky in here. The furniture's a little bit run down. This place has seen better times, but it looks like it's been quite lovingly maintained with, the sort of like limited resources they have. This kind of like big bar lady, she's behind the bar and is like, "You right, loves?" Welcomes you. Everyone again sort of like pauses for a moment and like looks at you guys. But then they just kind of go back to their business. Like you get the impression they don't see that many sort of outsiders sort of coming in all the time, because most of these people are simple farm folk. And yeah, often sort of like one corner, there's this like big orc warrior with these like covered in weapons, and this sort of like middle-aged guy wearing like black robes. He's got a staff, and they're just playing dice and just knocking back drinks.
They're laughing.
They kind of look up at you, and the orc just gives you like a nod, and then they go back to their game that seems like they're playing.
There they are. Right, you two. I've got a word to have with you. What's going on here?
Oh, back again, are you?
I think so, yes. Well, I mean, we were here earlier, but yeah.
Yeah, make yourself comfortable. You leave us be.
Well, what's going on? Are you stuck in this time warp as well?
The guy just begins to laugh. And you can tell that he's like quite upset. But he's like kind of really forcing this laughter. Drains his drink and says, just like waves to the bartender and orders some more drinks. And they're just sort of like head in hands, beginning to sob.
How long have you been here?
Oh, long enough. Long enough. Like, you can see the orc, it almost looks like they're having a bit of like an existential crisis. They don't seem that happy. The door behind you opens, and this farmer walks in and says, "Has anyone seen my 3 ducks?"
Time to leave, I believe.
The two sort of like these outsiders, they drink their drinks, and just the orc just says to you, "Good luck." And they're knocking these back, kind of not really paying as much attention to their dice game anymore.
I'm going to run out. I don't want to get burned again.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you
Run
guys-
towards the tower. Surely that's going to be safe from dragons.
Cato the Curious was famously immolated by dragon knights. I feel like that might be the worst place to go in case of dragon attack.
If the tower can stand, surely it'll be fine.
You may test that assumption at your convenience. I'm leaving.
Well, I know for one thing this tavern doesn't make it, so I'm getting out of here.
Yes.
Thank you for the Foley. So you guys are heading outside. You're stood in the square. You can see the farmer where you had left him, and he's like looking in the distance. It's like, is that them? And looking in the direction that he is, you can see this sort of like almost like a flying V formation. You can't quite make out what it is, but there is something coming your direction. Creatures in the air. Could it be migrating birds? Probably not this time of year.
That's no migration pattern. Look at the guy on the left. He's got no idea what he's doing. That's not how you migrate.
They're flying the wrong way.
Well, they're very close.
Yes, time to leave.
Are they? Well, they're very far. They're big.
You take the shortest route to being the farthest away from any structure.
Okay, well, these things are coming your direction. Yeah, which way do you sort of want to run? Back down the sort of like
I guess
the
a way that
road
we
into...
didn't come from, just in case we find something new and interesting.
You can kind of like head off in a direction, and you get away from most of these buildings, and you can see this like farmstead that's sort of like off by itself, and it's got a what looks like it could have been a sheep pen. One of the fences has been broken. Looks like it's been smashed from the inside, and there's definitely no sheep in here whatsoever. And you can kind of make out there's a like a farm woman in there. Looks like she's just sort of pottering around, and a kid running around with her. You begin to hear these crashes from the village. These loud smashing noises and what sounds like maybe meat raining down from the sky. There's a hubbub coming from behind you. You're sort of like outside of the town square. You can't quite make an eye on this, and you can now make out what looks like they're dragons. Dragons have not been seen in a long time. Seeing this many is insanity. These things are colossally huge, flying in formation, and they are beginning to come down into like an attack formation, and they are getting closer and closer and closer. And you can make out there are figures riding the backs of these dragons. And then, as one, all of the dragons open their mouths and let out these gouts of fire that incinerate everything. They aren't just aiming for the village. Everything is burned. The farmhouse, which is a little bit further away from you, just is absolutely immolated.
What about the tower?
Looking back as you are consumed by flame.
I'm going to cast Chill.
So, hang on, let me check this. The area within 10 meters of me, for all of us, becomes pleasantly warm or cold.
Ooh.
This protects against extreme cold or heat for one shift of time.
Right.
That.
I mean, I imagine, dragon breath is quite a lot hotter than a very hot day.
Yeah.
But I'm going to cast it anyway as like a frost shield that might last a few seconds. I don't know. Up to the Games Master's choice.
Okay. No, I will let this happen, and yeah, I'm going to say you can survive a few seconds longer.
Oh.
As
Fear not! I shall prolong our suffering! Back! You fiery devils!
Yeah. Ooh, it gets a little chilly for a moment as this wall of fire, these gouts of flame that just consume this entire valley. The wave just washes over you, and yes, you are a little bit cold. Now you're incredibly hot, and you really get to feel that burning sensation for a little bit longer.
Nice.
And
Can I see what happens to the tower?
you see they kind of fly around the village. Everything is burned as far as the eye can see, and then they all kind of begin to focus their fire on the tower, and you can see it beginning to kind of glow. And it doesn't look good. And then your eyeballs melt out of your head, and your body turns to ash.
Do I see anywhere that isn't immolated before I die? Like a safe spot?
Oh no, this place looks
The whole area is just completely devastated.
incredibly burnt.
Well, that didn't go great.
So, and then the three of you step out from when you had gone through this barrier, and Puddles of Quaxley is stood there.
Chrisana immediately checks to see if she still has the pouch she stole off the child.
Oh, very important.
No, you don't.
Damn it.
Also, any willpower that you'd spent during that last thing has returned, but I need each of you to mark another consequence for me.
I apologize. My elemental forces did not avail us. I'm now sickly.
I'm so dazed, so confused.
Yeah, being incinerated a second time. Oh,
Jesus.
it was maybe worse than the first time because of that.
Oh, why did you do that? I really felt the fire. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, I am more proficient in fire than frost, it is true.
Okay.
That was all pretty scary, wasn't it? How do we get out of this then?
I don't have much time.
Look, I'm telling you, the first thing they do is come for those sheep, and if there's no sheep in that field, maybe they just won't notice the village. It'll be fine.
Did we see that? Were they throwing the sheep?
Well, we heard the noises. It's the sheep.
The sheep are involved. It feels more likely that the wizard is doing it.
No, I think the dragons are coming for the sheep.
But why do they burn the tower then?
Well, maybe it's got a sheep in it. We've not found all of them yet.
That's true.
There could be one out there.
That is true. I could hunt the sheep. Maybe if I cover myself in dragon poop, they will think I'm one of them, and they won't burn us.
I used to have a dog that rolled in shit.
Well, exactly. It's what we do best.
Oh no! Of all the people to be trapped with!
This is tricky, because it seems that nowhere is safe unless we stay here. Did we see that this area got burned?
As far as I could see was but a raging inferno.
I mean, there's no guarantee they wouldn't just go for us if we were stood here, to be honest. They fly right over us the way we're stood.
Tell you what, before I forget, I'm going to sprinkle dragon shit all over us. And we'll just see if that makes a difference. You never know.
Not my feathers. I spent hours preening this morning.
Yes,
and my
yes.
armor is so shiny.
So I think this is like only a small thing. I don't think you can really cover people. You
like
could
a
definitely put
sprinkle.
some.
Just a little tiny, just a tiny bit, eh? Tiny bit.
It definitely you sprinkle on people. It definitely sparkles.
Oh.
It looks like it's having some kind of effect, but like you'd say it's like not very concentrated. Is the problem?
Okay. Interesting.
I feel we must strike at the source, the font of the magic in this region.
The tower.
Tower.
Onwards to the tower, as fast as we can waddle.
Fast as you can waddle, my good sir.
Not very fast. I'm feeling a little dazed, a little dejected.
Can I put the duck and the halfling? Can they go on my back and I like sprint? Although I guess you're pretty slow as well. Can everyone fit? Like,
I mean, the duck's
how
wearing
big am
quite
I?
a lot of armor.
Yeah, I don't know if you could carry all of them, especially like the duck is like a
bit.
like a heavily armored knight.
Right. Okay.
I think.
Are you the size of a duck?
No.
You're the size of a human.
I'm 6 foot tall human.
Oh God! Yeah, get off
man
me.
with
All right.
the-
Yeah.
too late.
I've been imagining you as a little man.
No. I've got a really bad back for the rest of this round.
Like a Donald Duck situation.
Although, of course, we could split into two groups: a sheep-finding party and a sorcerer-hunting party,
Well,
if you wished.
I can help you find the sheep with my hunting. Eh?
Yeah, we'll go find the sheep. You go find the tower, and we'll meet back here when we all die a horrible death.
Agreed.
It's a plan. Can't think of a better one.
Okay, so the two of you heading towards town. You head up towards this this town square, this mosaic, this inn off to one side. This little boy gets up, Calais, and runs towards you. Travelers,
Out of my way, child. No time.
new friends.
No.
He goes to give you a big hug.
I'm just not gonna not stop walking. Just literally just steamroller over this child.
He is still going to hug you. Give me an awareness roll.
It's a critical pass.
He's grabbing the money pouch off of your belt.
Okay.
I cast Gust of Wind. Winds of Watum! Answer my call!
And he's pushed back 2d4 meters.
Okay, so I
Costs
need
2
you.
willpower.
Oh God! Right, I need you to make a will roll to cast this.
7. Pass.
Cool. Roll me 2d4 meters.
5.
5 meters. Okay, yeah, this isn't like a huge town square. You blast this kid. With your critical pass, you definitely caught this kid. Ugh. Oh no! And winds of cartoon. You fuzz dart the kid into the wall. They take equal damage to the distance thrown. Mm-hmm. They're like, no! Splat. And then they're like, oh, fuck. Oh, what the hell? And
Larceny will not avail you, child. Seek a better path.
what did you do to me? And you realize, like, this isn't a kid at all. This is like a shaved dwarf. What the hell? Oh, I think you broke my arm. Fuck.
No time. No time. To the tower. Let's not get distracted.
Let that be a lesson, and learn it well, for I will teach it again.
Ow, jeez. Oh! You can see his like 2 compatriots off to the side. You're pretty sure they're not kids either. And they both look at each other and they run. And he's just like laying there wheezing, out of breath. Ow! Fuck!
Onwards.
You make it to the door of this tower, this kind of basalt tower that, as you look up, it's really hard to judge like how tall it actually is. Like it's kind of playing a trick on your eyes. Like, is it 50 meters tall? Is it 100 meters? You would say magic. And it has this.
Oh, I hope it's not like all Eschery in there.
The door is this big kind of steel-plated door with these kind of copper dragon hinges on it. And there is a bell that looks like a big dragon's head, and the clanger is like the dragon's tongue.
I guess we ring it.
Yeah, ring it, but also try and open it. While we wait.
There's no handle on the outside.
Okay.
It's just this like solid, like this thing looks heavily reinforced, as if it's designed not to let people in.
I'm going to cast Earth Pillar, because we have not the time to wait on his servants. We must act before the dragons consume us.
Okay.
I cast Pillar of the Earth. Attend me. And I cast the pillar underneath the door, so that as the pillar rises, it hopefully rips the door off its hinges and crushes it.
Okay.
We'll see how magically protected this is. If a person is under the pillar when it hits a low ceiling, they take 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I don't hate this. Give me a roll. I'm going to say I want this with a Bane, though. So if people have to roll with a Bane, it's a bit like a disadvantage in D&D, where you have to roll 2d20s and take the worst result.
Okay.
His wards are mighty, but I am stronger. I pass with a 12.
Cool, you crunch this, and like it definitely, like the metal begins to buckle, and it sort of goes kind of like halfway up, and there's space for you to get. You would be able to crawl under this.
I do not crawl. I cast again. I will not go on one knee before this conjurer of cheap tricks.
A door. Okay, yeah. Give me another roll. I can. This one can just be a straight one.
I pass.
Oh, sweet. Another pillar. Like the first one half crushes this door into the ceiling. It lowers into the ground, and then like a second battering ram, pow! This steel door crunches off of its hinges.
I dramatically do the first pillar with one arm, and as holding it, I bring up the second.
Okay.
Onwards, Sir Puddleton.
Open sesame, I guess. Yeah, and I'll waddle in straight into the tower.
It is really kind of gloomy and dark in here compared to this kind of like lovely late autumn afternoon. And you take a few steps inside, and then you hear like the pound of a large footstep and hear a growl. We're going to cut over to the other players. The two of you. It's a lovely late autumn afternoon, and you can see some sheep roughly in the distance. What do you want to do?
Right, I say you round them up. You just keep running round, and they'll be like, "Oh my gosh, it's a massive bloody wolf," and then they just run in. It'll be fine.
This was very important what we're doing right now.
I reckon this is the best thing we could be doing.
Very heroic. And I get on all fours and start rounding up the sheep.
Come on.
Okay, give me there is tracking and hunting and fishing.
Oh shit, my hunting and fishing is terrible. How's my hunting terrible? I'm a wolf. I failed.
Could you spend your willpower to do your hunting superpower?
Okay, I'm going to use my hunting instincts ability to track these sheep, which is 3 of my willpower points.
Okay, so your sheep are now your prey. So I'll say that you can have a boon on stuff to do with these sheep.
Okay.
So you failed your first roll, so this will allow you to roll a second dice.
Okay.
So if you want to roll one more.
Fail.
So you have the scent of these sheep. You go loping after them, and it turns out a big wolf man is actually terrifying to a sheep. And where there's a couple of these sheep, they just run in all different directions. They are not loving the sight of you charging at them. Also, like, drooling, and your tongue is lolling at the side. And these sheep panic, and they are just scattering. Some are running into the village, some are just running around. Did you see one kind of sort of like really take off in a direction? And as it gets like further away from the village, you see it begins to kind of like slow down. Almost as if it's moving in slow motion until it kind of just like, it's like frozen. As it's sort of like taken off in, like directly away from the village.
You see that?
Yeah, is that one of those barriers again?
I think we found another barrier. Look, quick, let's head it out. Check it out before we get exploded.
All right, let's go.
Let's have a look. That voice was
So yeah, you guys have been like tearing around, scaring these sheep for a bit, and you can see this sheep is like, it's not frozen, it's just moving very slowly, and it's like limbs are moving, but it's not actually moving forwards. And either of you intelligent?
My intelligence is 11.
Both of you give me an
Mine-
intelligence roll.
And I'm angry, so it's at disadvantage.
Fail. God, I am just failing and failing.
Oh, I passed both of them.
Oh, you would guess that this is like, it's maybe like this is the other side of the barrier. You can't see anything, and you're just kind of further around. That almost as if this barrier is actually a huge circle around this village, and this sheep has kind of hit the edge, and it can't go further. You can't see anything there, but it's just sort of stuck.
I jump in and try to grab the sheep.
You can grab the sheep, but as your arms get closer to it, you feel them slow down. Like there is resistance there, and yeah, you can grab hold of the sheep, and you have hold of a sheep now.
Yay.
Congratulations!
I got one! Would you be talking really? Would it be like, Argo?
Just
Yeah, the sheep is like slowly turning, its eyes wide, looking at the wolf man, terrified. It doesn't seem to be as bothered by the halfling holding on to it.
I think I grab the sheep
no.
and just eat it.
Did
I eat it.
you pull the sheep out. Like as you pull it back, the resistance kind of like stops, and its legs are kicking faster. And what, you're just gonna kill the sheep?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat it.
Crunch.
How are we going to tell the farmer now?
Oh, it's okay. We're all going to burn very, very soon. It's fine. We don't have time to get over there.
Looking around, you can see this sort of V formation in the distance. It's coming. Oh Lord, it's coming.
Do we go into slow-mo world and hope that maybe we don't get fired in there?
I reckon it's worth a try.
It's worth a go. It's worth a go.
Yeah, I see two possibilities. One is you're safe. The other is you burn alive in slow motion.
Really slow motion. No.
That sounds
Terrible.
awful.
Let's give it a go.
You covered in blood, this dead sheep, half devoured. Delicious. The other two of you, Mr. Puddles and Aodan.
Sir Puddles to you.
Sir Puddles.
Sir Puddles to you.
You've entered into this corridor. Directly behind the door, this dark gloom, and immediately in front of you, this colossally large shape, this huge creature has stepped sort of like out of a doorway, and it is this enormous troll, really, really big, but he's kind of wearing like a vest, and he's got a jacket on. He's got a little pair of spectacles. His big belt is covered in sort of surgical implements, but also there's like heads and limbs hanging from it as well. And he does not look happy, and he's kind of growling as he walks towards you.
Stand back!
Tries to enter Cato's tower. I have grave warnings for Cato the Curious. Or should I say, Cato the Fool! The Emperor's own guards come!
This guy does not care or listen to you at all. Okay. You can, take an initiative card. We are jumping into a round of combat here.
Oh, great.
I got a 7.
I got a 10.
No. As I'm giving a big speech, the troll just goes for it.
Exactly. Wheeling up. Sir, puddles of Quaxley. Out of my way, we have a writ.
So what do you guys have? Because I have a 4 and a 5, because this guy gets 2 actions.
Oh, so he gets 2 goes, then me, then Puddles.
Okay, so it means that both of you will be able to dodge, potentially.
Maybe.
So monsters work in a different way to you guys, where you have to roll d20s to determine your hits and attacks. A monster, I roll a dice and see randomly what it will do.
Ooh.
So I've got a 2. A rending attack. Perfect. So it is going to be attacking you, Ben, because you started to announce yourself, and it's just huge arms. This thing stands 10 feet tall, 12 feet tall. Its hands each as big as your chest. Its big, thick black nails, God, like longer than your fingers. And it just swings down and strikes at you. What would you like to do? You can either take the hit, or you could choose to try and dodge this, or parry it with your...
I don't think I'll be trying to block a giant troll with my staff. If I dodge, then I won't get to act in my turn.
That's correct.
And my agility ain't so good. So I guess I'll take the hit and then hopefully get away in my go.
Okay. You take 7 points of damage.
Just an old man! Oh!
Can you give me a Constitution save, please?
Now, I passed, but since the last immolation, I feel somewhat sickly.
Oh.
So, actually, I failed.
Okay. Cool. Take another 6 points of damage.
What?
6, not D6.
Another 6.
Oh,
yes.
then I've collapsed.
This thing just swings, and with one strike, its nails dig huge grooves through Aodan's chest, instantly dropping him to the ground.
I wish I had a friend who could take a hit for me.
Maybe I could. Yeah, I suppose my guardian. Ugh.
I think you were just caught so off guard
just
by this.
surprised.
But don't worry, he's got a second attack, and so he will strike again, this time against you, Alex.
Maybe next time, eh?
We've got a few more tries at this.
You see him kind of like, retch 2 or 3 times.
Oh, God.
And open its mouth. Would you like to try and dodge this?
No, I'm going to put my shield up and I'm just going to tank it.
Okay, it just vomits all over your shield, and this cascade of vomit bile, this horrific stench, just billows out of it as you are soaked through with this. Choose a condition of your choice, and you suffer that.
What? I wish I'd had that. Never thought I'd wish to be vomited on. It definitely seems better.
I'll go for disheartened.
Oh, bad.
Bad.
Cool, right.
Awful. I'm slightly less charismatic now because I stink of troll sick.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's hard to be a heroic knight. Your shiny armor is now covered in vomit. Give me...
So it hurts more.
So it's over to you. What would you like to do?
I'm going to take my battle axe and I'm going to swing at this thing right in the knee.
Okay, great.
How big is it? How tall's a troll in this world?
It's large, 10 to 12 feet tall.
Okay, cool. Well, then I can, go for its hip then. Ooh, that's a fail.
You swing, and it bites into this thing's hip. But man, troll hide tough.
Yikes. So I've collapsed. Can I still act in any way? Do I just react to try and not die?
Yeah. So it is your action. So first of all, I need you to make me a death save. Roll me a Constitution saving roll.
Even with my sickly constitution, I have yet survived.
So you get to check off a success on that. If you get 3 successes once you've been downed, then you are able to get back up. If you get 3 failures, you're dead.
Ooh, okay. Is that my action or just an auto thing?
No, that's just something you auto do. So you can try and get yourself back up if you want
Yeah,
to
I
by
do.
making a will roll. You can force yourself back to your feet, but that will be your whole action.
Okay, I'm going to try.
Cool.
18.
Luckily, I am iron-willed, and that is pass.
Okay, you force yourself back to your feet. Mm-hmm. Right, give me your initiative cards. There you go. Both have 1.
4.
3.
I have a 2 and an 8.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
God.
Okay, he gets one go before us.
Again, wretches.
He wretched.
We've really
hear-
grossed him out somehow.
You hear like a gurgling coming from inside, and just vomits this putrid smoke. This horrible slime just coats the two of you, and
Oh, take another
The old
effect.
double swing. So if he's making that attack, can I jump in front of all of it?
Or is this just to hit
it's
everyone?
all adventurers within 6 meters. So actually, you should have taken one from the previous one, Ben.
Oh, great. Puddles of Quaxley. Mm-hmm. You're up next.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull my axe out of its hip, and I'm gonna hack back into the same position again.
Sure. Yeah.
Pow.
Give me an attack roll.
It's a pass.
Cool. How much damage do you do?
5
You have a strength bonus.
Everyone will have a strength bonus of some
Oh.
kind.
plus a d4. 7.
7 damage.
How upset and injured does it look?
He hasn't really noticed. You'd say he looks unfazed.
He's a
Okay.
bit tougher than he looks.
What's this room like? Is it like a hallway? Is there a spiral staircase going up the tower? Or like, what's
So
the
you're
situation?
in like a hallway, and you feel like the geometry of this place doesn't entirely make sense. This hallway looks longer, potentially than the base of the tower was. And there's like a door coming off to the side of it, and you can see past him that there is a staircase that looks like it goes up, like it curls off. You would maybe guess spiraling up the tower, but it's playing tricks on your mind. The geometry doesn't.
Okay, so I'm not sure if I could reach that stairway in a single move or not, because it's kind of confusing.
You'd have to try and dodge past him as this huge troll dominates this hall.
Is there a ceiling above where we are, or is it like a massive vaulted?
Yeah, no, I think it probably goes up a few feet above him.
I'm going to throw a pillar up. I'm going to command the bowels of the earth.
Okay.
Begone, foul creature. And I'll put the pillar up underneath him, crushing him into... Well, he has to make an acrobatics roll or be crushed.
Ooh.
But I need to cast it first, so we'll see.
Acrobatics.
I cast.
Okay. Yeah, he does not pass his acrobatics. This guy doesn't seem all that agile.
Fair. He's crushed by the pillar and then falls to the ground. So he takes 2d6 bludgeoning damage, which is 5. And then I'm hoping, because he's fallen over, I can leave without having to dodge out of his reach.
This troll, is monstrous. Is more terrifying than just... If this was a person, if this was a big person, your plan would 100% work. This is a terrifying, creature. And that as you go to run past him, he is going to attack you.
Okay, what I'm going to do is use my adaptive ability. It's going to cost more willpower. Where I can substitute one skill for another with your permission. So I'm going to use my beast lore and myths and legends knowledge instead of my dodge skill, because I know the fatal weakness of the troll.
Okay.
And if I pass my test, I did know the fatal weakness of the troll. If I fail it, it's a story I heard that turned out wasn't true.
Know about troll anatomy, like they go up and down real well, not like
That's right.
diagonal one, you know.
If you don't look at the troll, they can't see you.
Okay.
Their vision's based on eye contact.
give me a roll.
But I'm at a disadvantage because I'm dazed. So I rolled a 15. Oh, which is frustrating because my skill is 14.
Oh.
So I failed regardless.
You go to hurry past him, but you're feeling sick, you're tired, you're covered in vomit.
Yeah.
And as you think you've made it past, because this thing has crashed into the ceiling, bonked its head, crunched back down onto the ground, but in like a bestial rage, it is already getting up, and as you think you've made it away, it just catches you by the leg, and with one hurling overhand swing, just launches you the opposite direction. Can take 10 damage.
Oh, my body!
And
My mortal form fails
I'll
me.
say, Sir Quaxley, you can make an agility roll.
Right, so that's 5 at disadvantage.
Okay.
No, critical fail.
Ooh! As your dear wizard friend Aedan, the troll just throws him bodily into you. He flies through the air, crashes into you. The both of you smash onto the ground, and the troll has reared up to its full height and is just heading towards you. As you are laying there, looking up, kind of recollecting your thoughts, you hear these like crunches and splats, and you look out the door and you can see sheep like sparkling, flying through the air, just crashing into the front of this inn. And a confused farmer, he looks like he's gone mad, and you can make out this V formation of these dragons heading in your direction. The two of you who are sat deliciously devouring a sheep, nom nom, crunch, crunch, crunch.
In slow motion.
Very delicious. Oh, you guys are really slow-mo doing this. So the stuff that's like kind of in the town, that's still all kind of just going up normal speed, but you know you're moving slowly, and you look at each other. Both of you are, to each other, feel like you're moving at the right speed, but you look at the town and everything is going so much faster.
Yeah.
And you see, like, you barely catch them. It is a blur. These sheep fly, like, at supersonic speed. They kind of curve around from behind the tower and, like, blast into the front of this tavern. And the explosion of blood and guts is wild to see from where you are. And in turn, just massive speed, you can see these dragons coming in, and flames going everywhere.
Do we see the dragons pick up the sheep, or the sheep just jet propelled on their own?
The sheep. Give me an awareness roll. You can both give me an awareness roll.
Thank you.
Oh, wait. Am I doing this at disadvantage if I'm angry?
Yeah.
Because it's intelligence.
I just do
Yeah,
I
you're not
failed.
paying attention properly.
I failed again.
Yeah.
Have I passed any?
No, just- Ben used up all of the luck climbing over a wall. Doing something. I don't know.
Shouting loudly.
Shouting at a boy.
Impressing everyone with my command of the very elements of life itself.
So they are going so quickly. You cannot, because like they would be moving fast if you were not like perceiving everything from your slow-mo area. They are going hypersonic speed. You can barely make it out. You just see like them for a fraction of a second, and then just red splats just appear on the front of this building. Windows being shattered, blood and guts raining down. Angry farmer waving his stick around, looking wild, and then this like big burst of flames kind of consuming the village. The two of you lying in this doorway. The troll is approaching, like cracking its gigantic knuckles, and it looks up, and for a moment it looks very, very concerned as then fire washes through the open door of the tower, incinerating you and it. So the three of you wake up, and you are walking. You've just walked through this barrier, and Sir Puddles of Quaxley is stood there. Ow, your head hurts again, as if you'd just been bonked.
Well, we know the troll doesn't like fire. And maybe next time I'll try and get in the way of that bonking.
Wait a second. Troll? What do you mean, troll?
Oh, we didn't say.
Yes, Cato the Curious, coward as he is, shivers in fear behind a fearsome troll guardian.
What if he is the troll?
He spoke as if he wasn't.
Cato was always referred to as as a man.
Can I heal?
Yeah, so any effects that happen to you just then, you can get rid of those. But everyone can pick a new effect.
Yay!
I'm going with exhausted because we chased a lot of sheep.
You chased a lot of sheep. I will say that Gaston, you feel really hungry again
Oh.
because you don't have a belly full of sheep,
My sheep belly.
but your clothes are no longer covered in blood.
Yeah,
So-
look good as hell.
Pros
Pros and cons, baby.
and cons. And that concludes this episode of Mystery Quest and our adventures in Dragonbane. Oh, the group, they sure seem to be in a pickle right now. I wonder if they've quite worked out what's going on. I'll never tell. Until next time, everybody. Goodbye.